Okay, guys, I want to take a little time with you. This is something I show in class about how to become a millionaire. And I know it's kind of, when you say that, kids kind of don't believe and don't have faith that they can actually do such a thing. And you're going to see what the key to being wealthy one day is. And again, guys, when we talk about investing, we're not talking about getting rich quick. It's not going to happen tomorrow or next week or next year or the following year. It's going to take time. And so we want you to plan for retirement. I know right now you're young and you don't want to use money to plan for retirement. You don't think about that stuff. But if you will do that and think about it, doing it early, guys, one day you can be a multimillionaire. And I'm going to show you this. And it deals with compound interest. This is off Dave Ramsey's website. I've had some other different places I've gone and seen things very similar to this. But again, compound interest is where your money grows. And I always say it's kind of like a snowball. When you get a snowball and you do it really, pack it up really tight, like a bunch of money, really tight, and then you put it on the ground and you roll it in snow. And year after year, you roll that ball of money, that snowball, and the bigger that snowball or that money ball actually becomes. And the longer you leave that money invested in mutual funds, then the wealthier obviously you will be. And again, if you will start early, get you a chunk of money in there. And again, you can just kind of stop investing after 8 or 10 years if you start soon enough. And then let it grow and leave it there. Do not touch it. Do not get into it. Because when you go to retire, one day you will be a very wealthy person. But unfortunately, too many times we get into situations in which we want to pull that money out. And again, we lose our investment power, our money power, because your money is your number one wealth tool, guys. And you've got to have money invested, again, to be wealthy. So I'm going to, this article is in Schoology in the second 9 weeks in the investing folder. But I'm going to scroll down here to show you this chart. I think it's right. Where am I at? Right here. Let me see. I think I'm right here. Here's a little, compound interest here about two different kids. It talks about Jack. I'm going to read this to you here. It says, when Jack turned 21, he decided to start investing $200 a month every year for 9 years. At the age of 30, he decided to stop investing. So $200 from age 21 to 30 and never another penny in his investments. But his best friend Blake started a little later, investing $200 a month at the age of 30, all the way until the ripe age of 67. So he went from 30 to 67, 37 years of investing the same amount of money. So obviously you think he's going to have more money when it comes to retirement rather than this guy who started at 21 and stopped at 30. He only invested for 9 years, $200, and he never put another penny in. This other guy did for 37 years. So let me show you what happens here when we talk about compound interest. Here is Jack right here in the green. Again, he started at the age of 21. You see it down here, and he stopped at the age of 30, I believe it was. And he stopped right here. And you see what happens is growth. And when you see this line, you just kind of follow up the growth that he's having here. Again, he put $21,600 of his own money in there from age 21 to 30. And at retirement, age 65, he had $2.5 million in his retirement account. This is based on a 12% return. And usually when you look at mutual funds, you want to average about 12% over a long period of time. Now, you've got to understand, some years are better than others. Current year, not very good. Markets kind of struggle with the pandemic, things like that. Last year, we were earning 17, 18% on our mutual funds. This year's, again, not nearly as good as that. But over a long period of time, you want your mutual funds average about 12%. And again, that's what this is based on. Again, Blake, his friend there, didn't start till the age of 30. Invested the same amount, $200 a month, which is $2,400 a year, all the way to age of 67. He used a lot more of his money, $91,200 of his own money. And for 65 years, look at the growth. This guy's growth started a lot sooner than this guy's growth did. And so at the end, at the age of 65 there, you see that Blake has a little over almost 1.5 million. Now, let me tell you, to be honest with you, I wouldn't mind being Blake myself either. But again, he had to put in more money He had to put in less of his money. This guy had to put more of his money. And again, he had obviously more. Jack had more money there. Now, when I went to retire, I would not be disappointed in $1.5 million as far as retirement to live off of by any means. But again, it goes back to the amount that you actually have to invest of your own money. You want the more growth you have, the less of your own money you had to obviously put in. Again, 21,000 versus 91,000. It's a big difference in your own personal money that you actually put into this. So Jack started early, invested till the age of 30, never put another penny in. What if you put even more than 200 bucks a month in? Can we even be more wealthy? Sure, we can. I think right now with the current Roth IRA, I believe it's $5,500 a year that you can put in, maxed out at $5,500. And it does change the older you get, where they may increase. I think I haven't looked because I'm not there yet, but it does change. But again, the more you can put into that retirement account early, the better off you're going to be. And yes, you can be a multimillionaire. You see it in this chart again, based on 12% returns. And again, some years are better than others. Just because you're earning maybe 5-6% one year doesn't mean the next year's not going to be better. So just wanted to show you this, guys, give you some hope and understand that sooner you start investing, the earlier in your life you start investing for retirement, the better and the more wealthy you'll be. And again, we do personally, we do a Roth IRA. It's tax savings, which means our investment money we put in is already taxed. So all the money we get whenever we retire, whenever we withdraw that money is all tax free. That is a key benefit of a Roth IRA. Okay, it's an individual retirement account. So if you ever have questions, let me know, and hopefully you enjoyed this little segment.